Hello guys, NazyG here, back with another game of StarCraft 2, and I'm going to be casting a game from LiquidJinro this time, from one of his replay packs he released on teamliquid.net, which is obviously his team name. I cannot cover that in my box. I like my box, but unfortunately it does not cover Liquid's name. So, Jinro, he is spawning as a red Terran in the top center, and at the bottom center we have RedArchon spawning as a blue Terran. TVT. That is a tongue twister for you. Or maybe it's just me, I can't say it. Either way, TVT is an interesting matchup. It's mostly comprises of Siege Tank Marine, and you just kind of contain your opponent. But then again, interesting things can happen in any professional game when you're trying to win a tournament. I'm still unsure as to whether this is a tournament game or a league game. This might be on the latter. So I'll have to double check that, and if you know, then stick in a comment or something. But Archon not opting to wall in, whereas Jinro is. So Jinro obviously walling in helps against early rushes because you can stick a marine behind it. Also, it helps to prevent scouting if you get that early supply depot down here, because then the SCV will come in and then he'll face plant against the wall and then run away, or get his head burst open by marine. But either way, prevents scouting. So Archon's actually not opting to place his barracks right here or here, but then again, that's mostly common against Zerg, because you get Zerg first unit Zerglings. They can run around really quickly, and they're all about getting surrounds. So if you put buildings in the way of your SCV line to prevent the Zerglings from running in, then they find it really awkward to get surrounds, and then it just becomes an awkward situation for the Zerglings. And Zerglings are not very good with awkward situations, because they did not go to high school and learn about social structure. So yeah, I don't know why I said that. Either way, the time thing is already up. I gotta get that down. I'll just stick a TV Zan thing over it. Who cares? It's all good. Nothing to worry about. Yep, Jinro gonna be walling off now, and that's unfortunate for Archon actually, because he scouted the wrong way first. Obviously this isn't forced cross map spawns, but this SCV is going to survive. That's good map vision and good control from RedArchon. Because otherwise that SCV would have exploded in an explosion of fire and death. That's my thought structure there for you. So so Jinro going to be getting early gas. This is a pretty early double gas for Jinro, seeing as he's only on 18, 19. So I'm thinking reactor Hellions, because we have a factory going down for both players. Archon's actually getting double gas as well, so this is pretty interesting. You don't tend to get double gas for reactor Hellions, you just need the one. So we might actually be seeing a 1-1-1 from both players, which would be deja vu completely all over again, because I casted a Braddock versus Sen game not too long ago, which was like 1-1-1 versus 1-1-1. Wow, that takes a lot of thought to say. And this SCV gonna poke up here, see that there's a wall, and then get rejected. Forever alone SCV. 3 Marines. The problem with 1-1-1s is you're only producing out of 1 barracks, and actually Jinro's not even doing that. So if Archon or Jinro, vice versa, I mean they're both going 1-1-1. Look at this, both starports. The only difference is Jinro's actually getting a fast expand, so he just needs to secure this, and he will be in a much better position. But the only problem with the 1-1-1 is you have so little early game units. That's the word I want to use. Units, people, dudes, things to protect your base, because you're only producing out of one barracks, and this factory is mainly used to build a tech lab for the starport, so I can float on over there and plant his butt down. So early rush is very good against a 1-1-1, but once you get that Banshee or Raven, depending on what, yeah, they're actually going opposite things. This is going to be a really interesting game, depending on what you get out. As soon as you get that out, it's usually very, very beneficial and helps you defend. And Ravens can be used to harass, and so can Banshees. So, and Medivacs too. I just realized that a lot of these units can be used to harass. Vikings too. I mean, you can land them in the back of the SCV line. So the starport is the harassment port. Jinro actually lifted off his barracks because he's like, meh, I don't need a wall. Walls are for squares. So, and apparently Jinro is a triangle, so he doesn't need a wall. I just want to point out that Jinro is had a pretty big supply disadvantage. because he went for a early command center, so he's going to be behind in an army. But Archon is going to be very, very pressed to push now, because he's not even, I mean, he hasn't even started his second command center. So if he doesn't push now, he's going to be in such big trouble that the hammer of justice will be brought down upon his head if he does not push. There. That summed up what I was thinking. So this one Banshee actually, oh no, Banshees versus Vikings, pretty one-sided battle if you ask me. And he's actually got Cloak, but it's no good with this Raven out. That was like super game sense from Archon. He was like, I know you're going Cloak Banshees, I'm gonna go Raven, what of it? So yeah, that was ultra game sense. Well done to Archon for that. This Banshee is like scrambling to get away, but his saviors, the Marines, are gonna come in and save the day. And Archon is gonna have to pull these back right now to get out. But this Viking actually could go down. That'd be huge. And he gets away with 11 health. Lucky Viking. That takes like 2 shots from a Marine to take that down. Wow, that is lucky. And this Banshee is so unfortunate. Oh, that's never good to lose your first Banshee. But Jinro's like, meh, it's cool. I have a second one out. Not that the Cloak will do anything, because I mean he's got a Raven, so might as well just uncloak and run. But then again, Cloak, it prevents Archon from following it as easily. He needs to pay more attention, and his APM will be dedicated more to that. And these SCVs are just chilling. They have a good life. They have a very good life, whereas I do not, because I am in the middle of exams. Nobody likes that. But yep, according to the UK government, education is compulsory, whereas StarCraft is not. To my extreme sadness, if that makes any sense. There you go. That just goes to show you how good my education is. I can't even make a proper sentence, let alone cast a StarCraft game. So Archon actually getting his base pretty much already saturated. He's got 1 SCV per middle patch and a bit more. So this push is going to come down to if Archon can do any damage. He's going to have to force the SCVs off the line or kill them and whatnot. But right now, Jinro is actually pushing out, which I do not agree with. He should probably just focus on, those turrets soaking up tons of damage and forcing the SCVs to come off, because those auto turrets just deal so much damage to light units like Marines. And also they made the siege tanks focus them down, so basically Jinro just lost all of his Marines, and he had to pull SCVs off. He was forced to survive. So Archon did actually do good damage there, forcing SCVs off the line, but I'm not sure if it'll be enough, because right now Jinro needs to be really careful. He's running all of his SCVs into these siege tanks, which is, I do not think is a good thing. Siege tanks rip through light units, clumped up units. So SCVs versus siege tanks, I would put my money on the siege tank. I don't think that was the smartest decision from Jinro, but right now he just needs to siege up and he can defend this. Siege up? No, he's not sieging up, and these siege tanks. Sieged siege tanks. Wow, that is also a mouthful. So now basically Archon is just besieging Jinro's base. Besieging Jinro's base with sieged up siege tanks. Wow, they should put that in a book of tongue twisters. That's intense. So this is not good for Jinro. Losing supply depots doesn't seem like much, but it's 100 minerals, and you never want to lose like 100 minerals for free. Essentially, Archon's not like losing anything to kill off supply depots, so yeah. But then again, Jinro has this base running with a whopping 2 SCVs, because he lost all of them. He's got them all in auto repair. So he's got this base available to mine, and I'm surprised why he's not transferring over some of his SCVs. But right now there's a Viking dogfight going on in the air, and Jinro sniped one of Archon's Vikings, which is always a good bonus. Yep, there we go. Now the SCVs are transferring over, or maybe they're just repairing these Vikings. Squad of Marines up here. Now, what you can do is after he burns through his scavs, you can just stick Marines up here to force him to unsiege, and then as soon as he unsieges, you can take him. But right now, Archon is losing his Vikings, but he is also going to lose Vikings, so a massive engagement right outside Jinro's base. and it seems like Archon has done quite a bit of damage, but the SCVs are just way too much to deal with. Way too much. Lots of fodder units. But if we look at workers killed, that is not workers killed. That's workers killed. 21 workers killed by Archon. I would say that justifies his early push. That was pretty well done. He forced the SCVs off, and then he just basically focused them down to the siege tanks. Now Archon's gonna be feeling pretty good about that. I mean, obviously there's a pretty large number of siege tanks charging towards his base, but he has one tank sieged up here. I would rather have it sieged up there, because then as soon as his Jinro came anywhere close, he would start shelling them. But ooh, does not look like a good way to die. His helmet rolling all over the place. So Archon really needs to start churning out units, and this is just going into standard TVT mode, which is just biomech, where you get a bunch of siege tanks to kill the marines, and a bunch of marines to kill the other marines. So yeah, that's how it works. And with proper micro, you shouldn't wipe all your marines. It basically comes down to siege tank positioning, who can get their siege tanks in the best position, because siege tanks are the ones that rip through the marines, and you never want that to happen. But Jinro is actually going to be sieging up right outside Archon's base and trying to snipe off some barracks. This is pretty interesting. But then again, Jinro is having a pretty epic battle right now between... This is like a cross-map, cross-brush battle right now. But he's going to lose a barracks, which is never a good thing. You don't want to lose barracks at this stage in the game. I mean, this isn't exactly late game, this is mid game, so every unit counts still. I mean, double 1-1-1, you're going to be on even footing with your opponent. If you're in Archon's position, you want to keep every unit you have, and he's losing tons right now. This siege tank, that siege tank was a bit unlucky, and this guy is the lucky one. So they had their luck shared out between them. And yep, my computer decided to crash, so I'm back for the last 30 seconds of the game, because I am assuming RedArchon is going to GG out of here, because he just lost a barracks and he's about to lose another one and a factory, so that is not good. And SCV's trying desperately to repair, but this is not going to happen. So I think it all came down to Archon didn't manage to do enough damage with that first push, and there's the GG. And my computer is just about to die, so thank you guys for watching, and I need to get a better internal hard drive, because I don't have enough memory for all this. I'm storing a lot of videos on this computer. Anyway, yep, so I'm gonna get back to revising, because that is what I do, and I will see you guys next time.